Okay, another update on the fish house here. We finally finished the outside lighting for rolling down the road, turn signals, tail lights, brake lights. We've got every corner, we got the turn signals, tail lights, we got grommet through the metal. That's a little messy, but I put extra tape on it because I just wanted to keep it close to the wall. But there's the butt joint connectors on there, your standard 4-wire trailer wire, and that 4-wire goes up to this junction box. Same way on this corner, but on this corner we've also got a license plate, lighted license plate bracket beneath this light. So that's connected into there, and then again the 4-wire going up here and going to that junction box. The marker lights, there's an outside on the side marker light, butt joint connector, shrink wrapped and taped. I taped some over. I didn't realize that they were just that they had built-in shrink wrap, but I started to tape them. I'm like, what am I taping them for? They were already shrink wrapped. I didn't really need to do all that, but because they're not going to get wet or anything. Anyway, so then that's a separate circuit or line, 2 wires going to all the lights. So there's one on the outside corner, one on the back, 3 in the middle because it's 8 feet wide. I believe that's a DOT requirement, not just Minnesota. Another one on the back corner and another one on the side. I don't think these side ones, light ones, are required. Just looks better that they are on there. So then again, that's one set of 2 wires, and then that all comes back to this junction box. There's a lot of wires here. I just brought everything back to this junction box. This junction box is it's a $10 junction box. It's pretty cool. I don't want to open it, but it's all colored. There's lugs in there, screws in there, and it tells you what color to put on each screw. So you just put the green to the green, the white to the white, brown to the brown, you're all good to go. So keep all your colors the same, you're all good to go. I had a lot of issues back here with connectors. You know, I bought some butt joints, I bought some T's like this you can plug into this thing that splices in here. You know, this type here splices in. You know, this is just a twist one. I wired everything back here, and then I just ran a temporary wire right out the door, and then I hooked that wire up to my truck, and then I just made sure everything back here worked. And of course half of it did and half of it didn't. Some of the connectors worked, some of them didn't. So I ended up redoing a lot of it, and you can see now I've got twisties on some of them. So wherever you see a twisty, I had an issue with the connector. So a lot of these are just twists. So after that, I just went with twisties on everything. They work. They never fail. You know they're connected. You know, these plastic things, you know, they're cheap. If they work, they work. They're great. But gosh, you know, you get those twist things going, they work pretty darn good, you know, and they just work, right? You know they're connected. So anyway, I brought everything to this junction box. So then I got the standard 4-wire, and I run that all the way back, down, and out that front corner. So that made it simple and easy. It's a lot going on back here with all these lights. These lights, I got everything off of Amazon. Oh, no, actually, no, the lights I got from, well, it used to be called Northern Hydraulics, or whatever they're called nowadays. But it's just a 3/4 inch. These little ones here are a 3/4 inch LED. You just pop them through the siding. They have a little silver or black ring on the outside. We put the silver one on because it's got the red siding, so it looks pretty cool. I'll show you that on the outside when we get out there. And then, yeah, they go in pretty slick. The outside, those are LED too. I'll show you those when I go out there. Then the only other thing is this has got 6,000 pound or 60. I think they're 6,000 pound axles. So it's got brakes. Anything over 3,000, I think it's 3,000. Got to have brakes. So again, electric brakes. So a ground and a hot. This should be blue, I believe, but I didn't have blue wire, so I ran red wire. On the outside, I ran this plastic sheathing, and then of course another grommet through the aluminum. Run these up. I need a plate here. Oh yeah, any place the wire is going through, I put a plate, you know, so when I do the interior, I don't screw any of my wire, put a screw through any of it. Ran the brakes on each side come up, and they just meet up right here. And then I just run the brake line through here. So now, in addition to the 4 wire, I've got the 2 brake wires. I've now got 6 wires going out here. 4 for the running light. Running lights, ground wire, stop and turn signals. I do not ground anything to the trailer. I'm running that ground wire right to the truck. The white wire goes all the way to the receptacle to the truck. Up on the front corners, there's an amber light on either side. That amber light just ties into the 4 wires here. So again, I just went with twisties. They just, like I say, they just work. And then out the front. So if we go out the door here, I'll show you what we got out here. That's just a simple LED with the black. And then up there you can see silver, or chrome, silver, whatever you want to call it, trim on there. I don't have these brake lines hooked up yet, but you can see just comes out the side. Right there, it's just hanging there for right now. Then I come out here, same thing. Like I said, I got the grommet coming out the front. It's really long right now. It reaches out to my truck. Brake line is just hanging here, and I can plug into the truck for now, so I can pull it anywhere I need to. I haven't figured out what I'm gonna do on here. I'll put another junction box probably up here, I guess. Another junction box right up here, I guess, or maybe on the other side because of the crank and everything. I don't know. I'll put it there somewhere. I'll run this wire into the junction box and then run my plug from the junction box over. I haven't done that because the brakes, technically, Minnesota, 6,000 pound trailer, you need a breakaway switch, breakaway wire for the trailer brakes. I wanted to wire that into the batteries, so I haven't done any of that yet. So for the time being, I'm just going to leave it temporary like this until I start to do the inside with the wires, and I want to wait until it warms up to do the trailer brakes. This isn't, if I have to pull it somewhere, it's not 6,000 pounds. Because if you look here, I think you can see them. You can't even hardly see them, but down below there is the trailer wires. Just little pigtails coming off of there. So it's a little bit tougher to get at them. But so the wires are there. They're just kind of sitting there and ready to go when I need them. So that's the interior wires. Okay, so this is the trailer with all the lights on. I got the flashers on. You can see those lighting up. The yellow one up in the corner, and then the back ones. There they go. All working good.